quick little Tennessee Titans update. Titans, we have now picked up Jamal Adams. He was a free agent this year. I want to say he came over from the Seattle Seahawks. He wasn't a part of the Legion of Boom or anything like that, but he has been a top safety in the league for quite some time now. I want to say he played for the Jets first, and he got traded to the Seahawks. He was all pro over there. The only thing about this pickup, they did a 1 year deal for probably like 1.5 million or something like that. So it's low. It's like probably like the league's minimum, just about. But it's on a prove it deal. The downfall with Jamal. Well, let me start with the upside with him. Jamal Adams is, I want to say he's 30 years old. He still got something to tank because he's playing half of the games at least out of the season. He's a hard hitter, definitely a ball hawk. He's looking for the ball every time. Anybody come over the middle of that field or try to go deep, he's out there with them, trying to lay them out. The only thing that scares me about that is when we get players like that. We've had several safeties come over to the Titans and they just go head hunting, and it costs us a lot of flagrant fouls from running into players and shit. I think he got kicked out a couple times. I'm pretty sure he's been ejected a couple times. But that's the type of defense we want. We don't want him, of course, it's for the player safety, but we still want one of those ball hawk dudes that's going to get down there in the trenches when players try to run the ball or people try to come across the middle of that field. He's the one that can force those incompletes. The downside of this pickup is that he is very injury prone. I think they said for the last 4 or 5 seasons now, maybe 4 seasons, he's only played 9 games each season, and that's due to injury. So that's something that we got to keep an eye on. We have 24 million left. We can still pick up Justin Simmons that just came over from Denver Broncos, that was released by Denver Broncos. He's 30 years old. They can still throw him a deal. I've seen a lot of Titans fans saying that Adams could be that sub linebacker that comes in and plays the middle of the field every once in a while. Long as we got him healthy, we can use him up. You feel me? If he shows that he's a solid player, if he plays more than 9 games, if he can make it through the whole season, crossing my fingers, it can, like I said, this can be a big boost to our defense. We went out and got players on both sides of the field. This is going to be a completely different looking Tennessee Titans team going forward. I know when I looked at FanDuel, they got the divisions parlay out saying who will win the division and stuff, and they got Titans dead last. Me, I'm telling you, I'm not biased. I'm always root for my team, but I'm a realist when it comes to my team. I believe that we can still win the division. I think the biggest threat is the Houston Texans. They made it clear last year that they're a team that's completely different from the whole career that they done had so far. For this franchise, this is going to be last year looked like one of the best teams they had, and that's including the J.J. Watt years. Like, this team looked solid. I take that back. Maybe they had one more when they had Brian Cushing, J.J. Watt, and Andre Johnson, all them boys. When they had them, that was a solid Houston team. This is probably the second best team that we've seen so far, but this team is way younger and they got a higher ceiling. So I'm not counting them out. Living in Indiana, I don't want the Colts to win a goddamn game. I'm thinking they could probably win 4 or 5 games this year. How they are second in the division as far as the parlay go, it blows me because they didn't get better on neither side of the field. That's just me being honest. The Jacksonville, I think they overrated. They had their chance where they could have had a run and took over in the AFC South. But after we beat them that last game, I think we took their heart. They're going to come out there. We got Calvin Ridley to go against his former team this year. So he's going to be looking for blood. I think that we could beat Jacksonville. We can sweep Jacksonville and Indianapolis. But Houston is going to be the team, I think, if anything, we'll split with them. But we will win that division. So I'm rocking with my Titans. I like the pick just because it showed that we making moves on every side of the field. We've attacked every position that we said we needed. We needed more D linemen. We needed another linebacker, a safety. We needed another receiver. We needed speed backs, receiving backs, and we got all that. And we got a gunslinger in Will Levis. If you don't know the name, get to know the name because this year he will be a top 10 quarterback in the AFC South. I'm not saying in the whole NFL, just in the AFC South, he should be at least I'm gonna say a top 5 quarterback. Mahomes, Allen, CJ Stroud, and all them boys. Will Levis will be up there. He has all the tools around him, all the receivers. With the having Tony Pollard and Tajay Spears in the back. We got that's pretty much 6 or 7 receivers we got that can catch the ball. So I like the move for the Titans, man. I'm hoping that we can do something and win this division. If we win the division, I'll be glad that we make it to the playoffs. But if we make a deep run, I can see that we're going in the right direction. The other news I had for the NFL was Ayuk. Brandon Ayuk on the San Francisco 49ers has again requested a trade from the 49ers. The reason is because, as always, it comes down to the money. They ain't trying to pay him that bread that he want. The negotiations ain't going too well on his side. So he said, "Look, just trade me. If y'all not gonna pay me, y'all, if you when a team tell you they're not gonna pay you, that just means they undervalue. They don't think that you worth the money. So go ahead and trade me and go get somebody that's worth the money. You feel me? Somebody's gonna take this little bread that y'all giving them. When you look at that team, Ayuk was they main receiver on the team. Outside of McCaffrey, you got Debo. Debo got hurt a couple times. Jennings did his thing in the slot for the most part, but Brandon Ayuk is their number 1 receiver. So you got to pay the man, especially if they got y'all saying that y'all supposed to be going back to the Super Bowl again this year. Y'all got to pay them. If y'all don't keep that team together, if y'all lose Ayuk and don't go get somebody that's on the same tier as him, the 49ers will not be in the Super Bowl again. So that's all I got for the NFL this week, man. Like, share, subscribe to the Meet You from the Midwest podcast for your latest NFL updates.